Let's discuss about how we can automate our Power BI dashboard to create a multi-lingual dashboards. This will help us to create different languages dashboard from English language dashboard and reduce the manual effort. This scenario will majorly help if you have multiple sheets and huge number of objects available. So how does this work? So firstly, we have to create a PBIT format of the application. For example, this is the demo application we have, and there are total two sheets with each of them are having one object. First sheet is having table, and the second sheet is having bar chart. I'm saving this PBIT file here, and we will quickly check the code. So we have the PBIT file available, and I'm just executing this code. Yes. So in this PBIT file we will doing some transformation. I'll try to explain each of the code. So let me just quickly execute all of them first. All executed successfully. So in the first section what we are doing here is converting PBIT to zip file and extracting the data from this extracted file. In this section I'm converting it back to PBIT just to keep it safe, and in this folder we are looking for the layout file. So in the report section we have this layout file, and this layout file is having all the details available. For example, this is for sheet 1 and this is for sheet 2. In this section I'm extracting the label from each object, and if you can see the metadata of each object, all the details available in this config section. So I'm using the same section here, config, and checking for the path and pulling the data and storing it in this data format. So I'm keeping three columns: ID, label, and new label. ID is the unique ID for each object and the column, and the label, the actual label we have in the object, and just adding new label. And in this new label I'm just adding this updated value with this label only, just to track it down. And this I can show you the label file as well. So this is the ID we have, then label, then new label. This new label is having only underscore updated added. Same I'm doing with this table extracted file. In this table extracted I'm just looking for table. So how we are identifying just for table? So I'll show you in the layout. When we just scroll to the right, and we see in the first sheet we had table, right? So the object code for table is table ex. I'm looking for this only. And in the code, firstly we are checking for this sheet by sheet, and then extracting the same details, that is the object ID or label, and the new label with the underscore updated value. So the same data is being stored in the data format: ID, label, new label. So this is for table objects. And then so here I'm just checking for current and previous sheet. For example, we have more number of sheets, right? So we have to check for each sheet by sheet, and where I'm creating a flag. uh, for example, this older new df, and based on the current sheet or the previous sheet, if the sheet is matching with the current sheet or not, based on that I'm just storing the details in the excel file, sheet by sheet. same thing I'm doing here, and here looking for majorly bar chart labels, and these details is stored in this bar chart label extractor. And for this Excel we have this number of objects: clustered column chart, clustered bar chart, donut chart, column chart. So these are the objects I'm looking for, and doing the same thing, storing all the IDs, labels, and new labels with added or updated values. I'm looking for the same current versus previous values. So this is the value we have. You can see the table extracted values generated here with the details, and bar chart value with the details. Moving to the next section. Before moving to the next section, what the process is, we have extracted all the labels from the application. Now we have to map, we have to check for uh, other languages mapping. So for that we have this mapping file. So this mapping file will help us to update the value with the new languages. For example, for this SMI test, we have this is the language in Japanese, and this is the language in Malaysia. Okay, so I'll show you for this SMI. This should be, yeah, so this is the bar chart label for SMI test. We will be updating new label by this Japanese language and this Malaysia language. So we will be using this mapping file to update our these Excel files. So in the step 2 we will doing the same thing. Yes, so in this section, just redoing the verb, PBIT to converting it to zip with the new language extension, and then again extracting the data, and again pulling the layout file where we have to update the value. But before that we have to update the Excel. So in the Excel, first we are checking for the label that is available in our this layout label output, and checking with the English language mapping file. If it is matching, then only we will be updating it to new label column in the bar chart label extracted section here. Same I'm doing with table extracted sheet as well, the Excel we have, and same doing with this bar chart label extractor, checking for this label if it is matching with the mapping file English value. If it is available there, then only updating. If it is not there, I will be adding underscore missing. So later on, if any of the labels is not updated, this value is being concatenated in the actual label, so we will easily identify which value is missing. After updating all the Excel, I am pulling the value, updated value, new label value, and adding it to the metadata of the Power BI. So how am I doing? Again, I am iterating through the this in the for loop, checking for the each sheet, and in the config section, I just came here and look for first we have to look for this object ID. The ID should match object ID, and we have this ID available in the Excel itself. If it is matching, then only I will be updating the new label by uh, uh, sorry, the old label by new label. Same I am doing with this in this table extract as well, checking for the ID first and then updating the value. Same for the bar chart as well, checking the ID and updating the new value. Once we have updated the metadata, we have to dump it to the JSON format, and we have updated it here. And at last we have to remove the security binding. The security binding is for tracking the just don't allow to manipulate the data, and if we don't delete this file, this while we open the Power BI application, the application will crash out. So we have to remove this file, and when we start the application, this file will automatically generated. So I'm just creating again the new folder with the new language and converting it to PBIT file. I'll quickly run this code so that we will get the new language PBIT files. So you can see it just took 1.7 seconds and completed the execution, and this code is pretty fast. Let me open the Japanese version of this application. So we have Malaysia and Japanese. In the first time, this will take some time to open to evaluate all the data and opening the model with the data. This will start from scratch. I will be adding all the code repository in the comment description section. If you have any doubt, just let me know in the comment section. I can surely help you. I did not go deeper side in the code section just to keep the video short and try to share more knowledge in the shorter period of time. So you can see here this table in the Japanese. The title is updated in the Japanese language, column is also updated in Japanese language, and in the sheet 2 you can see the title and x-axis and y-axis is also updated. Okay, and one of the thing I have to share here, so when we create any of the object in the table and when we process the automation, it is suggested to rename each of the visual. If the visual name I mean the column name is same as the column name available in the model, just try to add a space or something, anything like this, right? So this will help to save these detail in the metadata to track it down later. So this is the one of the thing that will make you help in the automation. Else if you use the same value, uh, you might get an error. So I have here as well, if you can see, I have added a space if the name as it is in the model. It is suggested to do add a space or rename anything else. So this is the process. I'll add the code in the description on the repository of the code. Let me know if you have any doubt. Thank you.